Hello everyone, it's good to see you. Another bit of news today, this time about GameShare, which might be using some of the same technology that we saw on the Wii U of all things. In one of the developer interviews, Kawamoto stated that they had the idea to take advantage of the Switch 2's processing power in an unexpected way. It uses the same streaming tech that the Wii U does to send images from the console to the Wii U gamepad. So imagine your host Switch 2 is like a Wii U and it's instantly sending the feed to your friend's Switch, which in this case is taking the role of the gamepad. By doing it this way, people can share gameplay instantly without having to take time to transfer the software. We see it visually, but it wasn't explained exactly how this works. For anyone that's ever played on a Wii U gamepad, players know that as long as you're within a reasonable proximity, there's almost never any delay when communicating between the gamepad and the console. Meaning that locally, there wouldn't be any issues or disruptions because you're essentially playing from the same local source. It's like an upgraded version of DS Download Play, but now we have a better idea of how it works. The example we saw in the presentation showed off Super Mario 3D World with 4 players across one game card. And that's like an immediate example for games we have right now. Imagine in the future if you could play a game like an eventual Splatoon 4 but with a single card across multiple systems. The Switch 2 can perform this function online, while the Switch 1 cannot, which probably isn't too surprising, but the Switch 1 can receive a GameShare compatible game over an internet connection. That, however, will likely be at the mercy of the host's internet connection and upload speed. This is still partially speculation, but it might be more reliable than something like 4-player communication over NSO. It really will vary on your internet connection, and if Nintendo happens to have made any sort of efforts to optimize the connection quality. We've only got screenshots and limited examples, so we can only speculate if there will be a lot more buffering or lag for those who have a poorer connection. And of course, this applies to just games that are compatible with the service. We still have to wait on software updates to use this on games like Captain Toad and Super Mario Odyssey. The first to receive this update will be Clubhouse 51 Games in an update. That's a nice choice. Maybe I can finally learn Hanafuda with someone. But at the very least, it's cool that they put this much thought into local experiences. I do have memories of having everyone huddle around a single Switch when it would have been a lot more convenient to utilize all the ones in the room. And the fact that they're reusing technology from the Wii U is a smart use of resources. As stated in the interview, the devs thought it'd be nice for players to share games instantly to play cooperatively or competitively. It's a feature that apparently might have been a bit of a nightmare to implement. I often used DS Download Play way back then, and I'm loving how different older ideas have been expanding and evolving with Nintendo's platforms. They've really been trying to blend the ecosystem of past and present consoles in a way that I haven't really seen before. Virtual game cards, game share, streaming and communicating with others. It makes me wonder just how long the Switch 1 will continue to stay relevant for some people the longer we get into the Switch 2 lifespan. And how heavily will this impact sales? That's a whole other conversation to have. But that's all for this update. Do you see yourself using GameShare a lot with friends or family? It feels like it's going to be easier than ever to share gaming with my sister, for example, but I really still need to see how it all functions and if it'll be a smooth and practical experience. For updates on Switch 2 functionality and more, stay tuned to GVG. And maybe check out some of our hands-on impressions right from the show floor. Alright everyone, take care, till we meet again.